All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually planning to do a match preview. Chelsea versus Fulham is upon us, ladies and I can't be bothered doing the preview. I'm not one bit interested. I mean, of course, I'm going to watch the match, but what's there to say? I don't want to talk about what Fulham has and what Fulham can do, or what we have and what we can do. We play in Stamford Bridge. Just win. Just win, mate. Just win. That's all I can say, because we can't endure another loss. We simply cannot. Get another loss, and I think that is it. That has to be the sacking. One more loss, and that has to be the sacking. So, do you know what? Not much to say about the match. I rather talk about some of the news that's been circulating around. I want to talk about what Pochettino said in the press conference, especially one particular information that he provided, which he absolutely lied to all of us in our face. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how Pochettino is worried about Nkunku. Nkunku is this brother. He hasn't trained for 10 days. So he's definitely not going to be around for the Fulham game. God knows when he's going to be back, and Pochettino is worried. Apparently, this time his hips, they've inflamed. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about yet another kid, yet another Brazilian wonder kid, Estevao Willian. Now, everyone in the social media telling me, Miz, nah, this is a kid you definitely need to have. This is the next huge thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care. I don't care. He may be the next big thing. We've been told so many players are the next big things. He may very well be the next big thing. But are we in a state? Are we in a position to talk about the next big thing? I don't understand where the mindset of some fans are, man. I'm starting to get so annoyed, so upset by just looking at how people react in social media these days. The house is on fire. Your house is on fire. Literally flames everywhere. Black smoke everywhere. They're outside the house giggling and laughing because, it's all good. It's all good. We're getting another kid. But, brother, your property is going down. But nah. Another Brazilian wonder kid. Yeah. I don't understand people these days. People talking about Estevao Willian. Now we got another brother. I can't lie, Miz. We can't miss out. I'm gonna bring that up. Victor, I'm gonna bring up your comment very, very soon. This guy, look at this guy. Gurik. Miz needs to calm down. He's been slowly getting angrier and angrier. Oh, I wonder why. Oh, it's such a irrational position to be at the moment. Angry. No, I should be celebrating. I should be happy. I should be getting happier and happier. He needs to face the fact that we suck and will take a few years to recover. No, I don't need to face nothing, because we can rectify. All it takes is the owners to change their mindset, their philosophy, get rid of the two numpties, two sporting directors that have got no clue, and get rid of the manager who is incompetent as hell. Surround the club with elite personnel. I don't need to suck anything up here. I don't. We don't need to take years to recover. It's as simple as that. Look at this. Victor. William, or is it Willian? Brother, get the name right first of all. You're excited about this player. Is this player named William or Willian? Let me have a look. What's this brother's name? Is it Willian or William? Willian. Estevao Willian. But you don't even know this player's name. And you're telling me we can't miss out on this kid. Brother's house is burning down, but he can't miss out on this kid. We won't have a football club to entertain these kids any longer. We won't even have a football club. We are dropping 3 points left, right, and center. But no, the focus is about we can't miss out on this kid. Look, let me tell you guys something, all right? Victor especially. There'll always be another kid just around the corner. There'll always be. If we are getting excited about every single kid out there, you're going to have a long day. Every single kid, every year, there is the next 16-year-old, 17-year-old. Victor, please concentrate on the club. Concentrate on the bigger issues. It's mad. Absolutely mad, man. Absolutely mad. H. Mustafa, what I find so confusing, if we are going to develop young talent, why does Poch not play Brazilian wonder kid David Washington? Because, that's a very good point, Mustafa. Because all of these players, next big thing, we all got excited about Washington as well. They're kids. Poch is looking at all of these players and going, you got no idea. You don't even know what you had for breakfast, let alone playing in the Premier League. You got no idea. These are kids, man. These are absolute kids. This is why Poch can't even trust some of the experienced players, let alone trusting kids, man. Chelsea Empire, big up to you, my man. It's the right signing at the wrong time if it makes sense. Our first team is in shambles. Yeah, look. Estevao, Willian may be a right signing, but this is not the time. Our first, and by the way, he's worth 60 million euros. 60 million euros. How old is he? How old is Estevao Willian? 16, 17, 18? I don't even know. How old is he? Is that what we're going to do now? 60 million euros when we have distinct problems in the first team. 15. Dexter's saying 15. Oh my God. 15 years old and we are already 16. Someone's saying 16. All right, 15 or 16, whatever the case. We are already deeming these 15 or 16-year-olds as the next big thing. Oh, man, they've got a long way to go in their life, man. Long way to go. Tariq, Ms. Serious question. Do you think protest or angry fans in stadium will change their decision? Has to be. Angry fans has to be. That's the only way you can change all of this. Fans at Stamford Bridge, fans on social media, consistently tagging them, tagging the owners, hashtags, Poch out, this, that, the other. That's the only way you're going to change things. Pochettino needs to win against Fulham. It's a must. I won't even accept a draw. Pochettino needs to win against Fulham, needs to win against Middlesbrough convincingly, needs to beat Aston Villa. Then only we can start thinking about, okay, let's start giving him a little bit more time. He buys time extended. You know those racing games? Time extended. Yeah, get the next 3 wins and you get time extended. Then we assess again. You're on a match-by-match assessment, Pochettino. You're on thin ice, not just Pochettino, Paul Winstonley, Lawrence Stewart, the owners, match-by-match judgment. You're on thin ice. Win a match, you get to play in the next match. Win the next one, you get to play the next one. Keep winning, you may get some credit in the bank. Lose, gone. Because you lost enough. You've lost enough. Kevin F, thank you so much for the super chat. 35-year-old Willian could end Poch tomorrow. I'm telling you, this Fulham team, ladies and gentlemen. Palhinha, Pereira is looking very good. Anthony Robinson. Jimenez is starting to play really good up front. Willian, obviously. It's no joke. I mean, generally, if we were talking about Chelsea of the legendary days, yeah, this would have been a joke. We go in and we smash Fulham at Stamford Bridge. But for us now, nah, this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. Faisal in the house. Always interesting when Faisal comes in. I was disappointed with what Poch said in the presser, but I understand he just wants to take pressure off the team. I hope we sign Messinho as he's one of a kind player and can replace Angelo. Wow. Oh, wow. And can replace Angela Gabriel, a player that we just bought. See, this is the thing, isn't it? This is the thing. We are now getting into a situation where we are buying kids to replace kids. Buying kids to replace kids. And it seems like they've convinced Faisal. It seems like they've convinced him. Do you know how sickening this is? You know how sickening this is? Fans are actually starting to believe in all of this. Buy Estevao Willian to replace Angelo Gabriel, who we haven't even seen enough of, who we just brought in, who's also another kid part of this project. Do you know how mad we've gone? Do you know how mad we've gone as a family? Now, people, do you understand why I get angry? Do you understand why I get angry? Because do you know what? Faisal's not the only one who talks like that. There's plenty of Faisals out there. There's Faisals, there's Victors, there's plenty of these brothers floating around amongst us. And they try and infiltrate all of this information to our head. More people will start converting. This is where we are. This is where we are. Pochettino. We'll start with Pochettino. Press conference. He lied. He lied. He lied straight to our faces. Ibrahim, in fact, since Freddie Adu, it has never changed. That's why a professional soccer player have such short spans at elite level. It's rotating window sport. Next kid is always around. They often flop. Exactly. Always. There's a kid always around the corner. Kids production. As long as you have mamas and papas, you will have kids. You will have kids. They will continue to be here. Kyriakos, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Get a 30 million bid in for Robinson. Better than all our injury-prone left backs. In my opinion, Chile can only play in a back five. He's awful playing out the back in a four. Well, yeah, it's a decent shout. Anthony Robinson's all right. I think we can do better. And then again, look at the state of our football club. Can we do better? I don't know. Chilwell is coming back. Apparently, he might feature against Fulham. I highly doubt so. And I'm interested to see where actually Chilwell features. But anyway, coming back to the point. What's good, Miz? By the way, Top Dog RLG, good to see you, my man. If you'd have told me we would be where we are now after how good our preseason were, I would have told you're crazy. But here we are. No, here we are. Haj, big up to you, my man. No priorities at the club. No top GK, no top CB, other than a 40-year-old Silva. No top left back, no top winger, no top striker. But hey, here's more fun for another money laundering experiment. Exactly. Let's get excited about Estevao Willian. Now, in regards to Pochettino, ladies and gentlemen, Pochettino lied at the press conference. Apparently, Caicedo told him how difficult it was last season against Middlesbrough, and apparently Brighton lost to Middlesbrough. Either Caicedo has purposely lied to Pochettino so he looks like a fool in the press conference, or Pochettino just making up stories and what. How stupid does one have to be? As if you wouldn't check the scores. Like, it's all available on the phone. Like, check it. Pochettino actually comes into the press conference, is trying to justify why Middlesbrough is better than us. Are you kidding me? Middlesbrough are 12th in the championship. We are 10th in the Premier League. They're about, 21 or 22 places below us. And this guy's coming live in front of a mic, in front of a press, telling us how Middlesbrough were tough for Brighton. I mean, so many different levels to look at over here, comparing us to Brighton, comparing the scenario, our scenario with Brighton. Like, it's quite sad. Apparently, Brighton didn't lose to Middlesbrough. They had a draw apparently last season, and then they beat them 5-1 in FA Cup or something like that. I think in the Carabao Cup or something like that, it was a draw or something or rather, and then they beat them 5-1 in the FA Cup. Brighton didn't lose to Middlesbrough. Poch is coming out in the press conference talking about how Caicedo told him Brighton lost. Caicedo's they're doing sabotage. Caicedo must be doing sabotage. Must be. They both speak Spanish, so no misunderstanding. Exactly. It's mad. This is the brother that we have running our football. He's the manager of our football club. Looks like we're building a varsity high school team. That's what some fans are supporting. Stop and think for a second. That's your local high school team versus Premier League opposition. Come on. No, it's crazy. Caicedo on a mission to get him sacked. He's not going to get benched tomorrow. Miz, those Poch comments were pathetic because even if it was true, how does it make losing the game acceptable? It's pure BS, whatever way. Exactly. This is what I mean. Like, whatever way you look at that press conference quote from Pochettino, it's pure disgusting. Imbecile behavior. Do you know what? Pochettino has got us, like, we were a banter club last season, but Pochettino's got us to a different level now. It's so surprising. He started off with all guns blazing. Pochettino, wow, when he first took over, he was immense the way he was talking. And now, oh my God, someone just put a dummy in his mouth, please. As soon as he starts talking, put that dummy in the mouth. This is why I say, don't talk, brother, don't talk. Please, do not talk. Better you don't talk, because right now, every time you open your mouth, it is proper vomit. Because I generally feel now Chilwell is back. Poch will play him left wing again. I believe so as well, because Chilwell, like, if we are using Levi Colwill as a left back because of his height, well, Chilwell is no 7-foot player. Like, he's not a 6-foot player. Like, Chilwell's not tall. So I won't be surprised if we see Chilwell as a left wing. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing, this reliance on Nkunku to be a savior as a manager. Find solution with the squad you have. Is Poch not embarrassed waiting on one player like this? Nkunku won't fix the defense. It's sad. It's quite sad. And we're going to talk about Nkunku now. Shervin in the house. Big up to you, my man. Poch is so shameless. At least say we should have beaten Middlesbrough. We will rectify in the second leg. He can't even do that. So true. This is what I mean. At least come out and show your hunger, the passion, the desire. You got nothing. At least come out and say, do you know what? The game plan was wrong. We didn't execute it. We should be beating Middlesbrough, and we'll rectify this in the second leg, and we'll go out there and we'll showcase. Nah, he comes in and he keeps waffling even more rubbish to the point that he's lying. It's so sad. It is so sad to see Chelsea in this state, man. And I can't believe the owners, the board, they're actually watching this and thinking, yeah, no, this is all right. This is all right. This is all right. Mad. Let's talk about Nkunku. Mate, I'm generally scared of relegation next season or season after. We are on track to be the next Leeds or Nottingham Forest. I said this, man. I said this, that carry on like this. I've seen football clubs disappear. Pochettino got high on the supply. Clear Lake are selling to fund their money laundering scheme. No surprise, they're surprisingly investing in South American talents. This is Narcos FC. In life, no limits. Miz, I'm traveling to the game with my family from Ireland. Brilliant. Good, big up to you, my man. They're all going to the first time. Wow. I haven't been in maybe 3 years. I will rip into Poch if we are not playing well for sure. Brother, first of all, hopefully for your sake, we win. And yeah, rip in, man. Rip in. But yeah, Nkunku. Ladies and gentlemen, Nkunku. All the French journalists were out and about as soon as he missed out on the Preston game, saying, oh, no, this is BS. Nkunku will be back against Middlesbrough. It's just a precautionary thing, just a one-game thing. You lying scums. It's clear to see. It's clear to see that some of these journalists, yeah, they're connected with the players. They are. Some of these journalists are paid off by these players. They're connected with these players, and they go out there and promote them. They go out there and actively try and fix their image. I know injury is not his issue, like is not something that he's wished upon himself. I get it, but I understand. Like, people are quite annoyed about the whole Nkunku situation because he's a new signing. We've not even been able to utilize him. So obviously, it's natural that fans are going to be somewhat annoyed that this guy was meant to be a big-time player, special player for us, and we've not even seen any of him through injury, obviously. And he just came back, and now he's injured again. He's missed Preston, where I fully wanted him to feature, and he couldn't. He missed Middlesbrough. We lost. Now he's about to miss Fulham. More excuses will be given of Nkunku's not around. That's why we can't perform. Our owners and our board genuinely believe once Nkunku comes back, we are winning everything. We're winning the World Cup. I feel sad. I feel sorry for Nkunku, the pressure on him. We saw when he came back, he still needs match sharpness. He needs time to adapt. Pochettino keeps using the same excuse as well. Well, Nkunku's not around. And now he's coming up in the press conference saying he's worried about Nkunku. He's worried. Nkunku hasn't trained for 10 days, people. Christopher Nkunku has not trained for 10 days. After this Fulham game, we've got, I think, 10 days off. Let's see if Nkunku comes back for the Middlesbrough game. And then we've got important games. All of these are important. Fulham, Middlesbrough after that in 10 days' time. Aston Villa in the FA Cup. We want to make sure we go as far as possible in the FA Cup. Then we've got Liverpool in the Premier League. It's dangerous times, man. It's dangerous times. Honestly, it's dangerous times. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Nkunku was rushed. Poch trying to take heat off himself. No medical team, sporting directors, AI merchants. Can we even buy, sell? We're in the mud. Up the Chelsea. Yeah, we're absolutely in the mud, man. Absolutely in the mud. Ange Postecoglou lost Harry Kane and then James Maddison midway and still didn't complain about injuries. In fact, he is making Richarlison scoring levels to these games. Absolutely right. Absolutely bang on commentary from Amir. All of these excuses. Look at some of the key important players Postecoglou's lost, and he still goes on and does the job. Now, but we are special, aren't we? We are special. We are very special. We need to have all of these excuses. Do you know there's still fans in my replies on Twitter still like telling me to be patient. It's a process. It will take a bit of time. Protecting Pochettino, protecting even Winston Lee and Lawrence Stewart. There's genuine people out there that are still doing this actively. It's mad. Victor, I can't believe where we are as a club. We used to be about winning. Now you have people wanting to replace Angelo Gabriel with Messinho and have this fetish for a youth super team. Well, We're in the bin. We're in the bin. Victor Miz, did you see that Kanye-related tweet? They're saying he needs to change the way he runs mechanisms because of his injury. This is crazy. Wow. No, I didn't see that. Tag me on it. If this starts happening where players need to compromise their game to look after their well-being, then I guess what good are they to us when they need to compromise their game? They're just not good for us anymore. Miz, mate, how can we go from a top 4 prior to spending $1 billion to becoming a consistent 10th place club? Poor recruitment of players, poor squad building. That's what it comes down to. And poor philosophy from the owners, top to bottom. Poor selection of manager. Just poor everywhere. That's how we become 10th. Emery has not made one excuse for Aston Villa, even when he took over when there was 17. Exactly right. Do you know what's sad? I used to take for granted under Roman we never had PR or nonsense briefings. Even when Roman made decisions, it was usually black or white. Now it's all PR and BS. No, it's absolutely disgusting now. That's what it is. Look at the bench, always 2 GK and 3 or 4 youngsters who just warming the seat. No depth or options. Shocking. Yeah. Because I generally have no doubt that there's a culture of CYA cover in Chelsea since Clearlake took over. No accountability, just excuses from top to bottom. It's crazy. There's $1 billion has been spent on this squad, so we are stuck with them, but they generally all have potential to be great. It is a painful process now, but I do see good times ahead next season. What makes you think that, Faisal? Give me indication. What makes this is just hope. We went through this same thing, Faisal. I remember you telling me this last season as well. We went through the same thing last season. We're going through the same thing this season. That's 2 seasons in a row. Yet you're telling me next season, apparently, it's all going to be good. Under what perspective are you telling me that next season's going to turn around? What is giving you the hope? Is it just because you're a Chelsea fan, you just hope for the best, that's it? Or you actually got a genuine response to this? Poch is not done anything from a defensive standpoint. He's not done anything from a midfield standpoint. He's not done anything from an attacking standpoint. We are still continuing to buy kids after kids after kids, where you're now telling me kids to replace kids. What are you actually getting this confidence that next season it's all going to be all right? It's mad. All right, we're going to slowly wrap things up. Look, as I said, I could care less about the preview of Chelsea versus Fulham. What's there to say? All I can say is that go out there and win, mate. Go out there and win. I can't even be bothered choosing a team. Honestly, I can't be bothered choosing a team. Who cares? Who cares who starts? It's going to be another crazy lineup. It's going to be another surprise. Who knows? Can we play good football? Are we just going to go from one coast to another coast in an U shape? How are we going to combat Fulham? So, look, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about the preview. We'll just rock up for the watch along and we'll see what happens. Aiden is saying Poch covering up Silva, saying sorry to the fans is disgusting. Yeah. Swear to God, if he plays Chilwell at left wing today, I don't think Chilwell will start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button before you go. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, take care. So, yeah, bye. I'll see you guys for the watch along. Make sure you're there for the watch along. Oh, and last thing, do check out my my video from. Let me just share that with you guys. Do check out my video from All You Can Eat Chelsea. I did a compilation. Check this out. If you guys have the time, if you haven't watched it, check that out. That's just on the live chat right now. Give it a watch. That's the latest stream that we had at All You Can Eat Chelsea, where I was on fire. Go give that a check. Until next time, everyone. Take care. So, bye.